haluitan na pong hinahalat na waste-to-energy facility. Sa hiling ko, Madam Chair, we can already grant the authority subject to ratification by the Sangguniang Panlungsod. Ang aramta po, Madam Chair, there are at least 3 entities interested to invest in the City of Naga at no cost to the city government. And it would be necessary na ma-identify ni Mayor together with his department heads, perhaps Enro head, his SWAMO head, to determine which of those entities would give us the best deal for the benefit of the city of Naga.
This is just an authority from
Yes,
the
Madam
Sangguniang.
Chair.
So, motion.
Ang proposal po, Madam Chair, na tigahagad, resolution.
Pakitaas din.
First, resolution granting authority to negotiate with private and public entities for the establishment of a waste-to-energy facility in Naga City. And after determining the most advantageous and beneficial offer for the city, to enter into an agreement or contract with said entity in materializing the establishment of a waste-to-energy facility in Naga City. So move, Madam Chair.
Any second? Okay, approved. Next item.
New business, item number 1. The new business is the first endorsement dated June 28, 2022 of Maria Emily T. Calgal, ICCAFC Chairperson, endorsing to Honorable Salvador del Castillo, City Councilor Committee Chair on Agriculture of the City of the LGU Naga City, the herein attached resolution number 04, Series of 2022 of ICCAFC Naga, recommending LGU Naga to establish a viable
Committee
structure.
on Agriculture.
Letter dated June 17, 2022 of His Honor the City Mayor, requesting for the approval of a resolution authorizing the charging against the current appropriation.
Committee on Appropriation.
Letter dated July 1, 2022 of His Honor the City Mayor.
Committee on Ways and Means.
Item number 4, letter dated June 28 of Mr. John F. Gumabon, General Manager of the Rosella Frames and Carbonell, GFGR Trading, submitting quotation for the supply, delivery, technical supervision, and installation of the following: ecological zero waste management processing plant.
Environment.
Mabakal kita or ano pa lang? What's this? Quotation man lang baga ini.
Installation.
Pakitaas daw, Tin. Ano ang kaipuhan nila?
No.
Supply, terms and condition. Sa waste, ano ini? Sa... Sa solid waste, ano ini? Saan yan? Waste to energy man ini, bako? Anong ano ninda?
Madam Chair.
Quotation? Ano man lang? Okay, Honorable.
It's not clear in the letter or note from the City Mayor kung ano po ang tigahagad. Perhaps you can refer to the Committee on Environment para mahiling kung ano ang requested action on this matter. The note is just a referral from the City Mayor without the specific request being mentioned.
Oh, may note lang kaya si Mayor sa tuon na BM. Okay, Committee on Environment.
Item number...
Environment na yun eh.
Okay naman.
Ano yan?
Next item na.
Next item.
Okay. letter dated June 23, 2022 of Mr. Rick Mendez, Pio Samonte, Sunny Lim, of Terminal Administrator of the Southbound Transport Terminal in Sabang, Naga City.
Terminal Public Utilities. PU.
Item number 6, letter dated May 12, 2022 of Karen C. Silot of Block 4, lot of Madrigal Phase 2,
Committee on
Pakunaga City.
Transport.
Item number 7, the proposed ordinance authored by Honorable Joselito S.A. Del Rosario for the strengthening disaster resiliency by mandating underground cabling in Naga City, promulgating guidelines thereto, providing penalties for non-compliance, amending certain sections of Ordinance Number 2021-047 by expanding the powers and functions of interagency task force created under therein and for other purposes.
Public Utilities.
Other matters?
Next item.
Other matters, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
Honorable Rosales.
As to the first item in other matters, I believe, Madam Chair, we should refer this to the appropriate committee. Ang sabi po kaya dito sa memorandum circular from the DILG,
Road clearing.
we
ba
are
ganyan?
being requested to pass a road clearing ordinance. May guidelines po as to what the contents of the ordinance should have. Ipahiling na lang kayo, Ma'am Tin, itong 4.2. So perhaps, sige, sa baba pa.
Enact to review sending
Yep.
ito. Yung ordinance in accordance of this issue.
Perhaps, anong committee? Public safety or?
Public safety ini sa road clearing eh.
Yes.
Public safety. Ay, we transfer it first to new business for referral, di ba? Dahil. Referral to committee na. Honorable Del Castillo.
Matters. It can be referred to a
Referred to
particular
the committee.
Madam Chair.
We can refer it to the committee.
Yes, refer
Oh,
to
public
committee.
safety.
Public safety.
Public safety. Next item.
The annual budget audit report submitted by the Commission Audit on the City Government on the City of Naga for the year ended December 31, 2021.
Pakibaba daw, mayo man kitang ano. And then may mga recommendations. So we take note. May mga opisina yan na ipapa-upload those who is not in accordance with the budgetary requirements. Tapos may mga recommendations na gigibuhon. So we take note. Mayo man ano, mayo nakakaag kung ano to. Next item.
Memorandum Circular of the Department of Interior and Local Government number 2022-0883, Guidelines on the Accreditation of Civil Society Organizations and Selection of Representatives to the Local Special Bodies.
Bako ini. Ini si may mga may nahiling sindang ano. And usually-
Annual budget, I say audit.
Under budget. Okay, Honorable Rosales.
Madam Chair, dito po sa review undertaken by the DBM, may nahiling po na 1.6 million na disallowance sa tuyang appropriations ordinance. Meaning po,
Yan o.
we are directed to cease from making further disbursements on those items of appropriation. I've pointed out several times during budget hearings, kadakot po ako nahihiling ng mga discrepancy or mismatch pag-abot sa AIP and budget. And apparently may mga nakalusot pa po kayo ito, kaya iba pong mga nahiling an sa tuyang
Budget.
reviewing
DBM.
agency. Para po siguro, Madam Chair, igawa man action ang Sangguniang Panlungsod as to these findings by the DBM. I am proposing for the passage of a resolution directing all departments and the local finance committee to strictly abide and comply with the approved annual investment plan for 2023 during the next budget preparation for the fiscal year 2023. Para po, Madam Chair, din na mautro ini yung findings po na iniyo na may mga tikakaag sa budget na mayuman sa approved annual investment plan. So I move, Madam Chair.
Any second? Okay, approve. And usually after kaining pinag-ano,
Madam Chair, as to the proposed resolution for inclusion in the agenda first.
Yes. Before the proposal, Honorable Del Castillo, the proposal of the Honorable Rosales arising from the audit report of the budget management transferred to
Unfinished business, Madam Chair.
unfinished business, and then you move for the
Yeah.
approval. Thank you, Honorable Del Castillo. Next item. Pinapaapod ka niya ang mga offices concerned.
Ito,
Next.
mata lang, SBO.
SBO.
Unfinished business.
Unfinished business.
Will be, Madam Chair, that matter shall be transferred from other matters to
Other
unfinished
matters
business, so
to
that we can already
unfinished
dispose of it.
business. So this matter is transferred to unfinished business. Huh? Item number 8. And the Honorable Rosales has already
Yeah.
moved for its approval, and it was seconded. Next.
Other matters, the memorandum guidelines on the accreditation of civil society and selection of representatives to the local special bodies from the Department of Interior Local Government.
Tin. Ano yan? Kasi mga subdivision na yan. Sa MNWD. MNWD. Okay, take. Noted. Next. Diba kaya nagluwas kitin? Tin, pakiray. Next item.
Sa committee mo na. Ano committee nila?
This was taken up during the presence of the MNWD. Itong mga subdivision niya, dahil nagbabarayad, right? Okay, Honorable Del Castillo.
That is part of our request, Madam Chair,
Yes.
for records from MNWD kasi mga subdivisions na nagbarayad na sa inyo.
Na nagbarayad na. Taig mga subdivision na
Yes,
dahil
iba
pa
pang mga
nagbabayad.
subdivisions na dahil pa na.
So we take note.
The Office of the Deputy Executive Secretary for General Administration, referring to the Sangguniang Panlungsod Resolution, requesting for the issuance of a proclamation converting the city of Naga, province of Camarines Sur from
So we have to
Kapungkol
repass.
into a highly urbanized city.
Maripas kita. Address to the present administration. Okay, Honorable Del Rosario.
This is a very important communication from the DBM. Sa entertain. Anong office yan? Office of the President
Office of
for
the
General Administration. Nakasalalay di Madam Chair ang yung pag-improvement kang status kang city from a independent component to highly urbanized. And si impact yan sa governance and sa operations kang city. So I request, Madam Chair, that we refer this to the Office of the Mayor para mag-create siya ng small group to handle all the documents na kaipuhan with the complete stop work. Yan, na-mention pati dyan complete stop work, CSW. Tangaring pag-forward ta kani, pagpasa ng resolution, i-attach sa gabos para maano man siya, comprehensively ma-discuss duman sa itaas and i-ano naman kita, ang classification ta na haloy ta naman ang pigahatid. Thank you, Madam Chair.
So we refer this to the city mayor with request that he create a committee. Next item.
The pending matter, the letter of Attorney MacGyver on the
Yes.
expropriation.
Expropriation. Did you draft the ordinance? Honorable Del Castillo?
I already finished the draft of the ordinance, Madam Chair. It will just be flashed on the screen.
Okay. Tin?
The title of the ordinance. Piga-ayos lang, Madam Chair. Anyway, Kuya Paman, may 30 minutes.
11 na. 30 minutes pa.
I
Ayan na.
just revised the title, Madam Chair, and the body will just follow the title of the ordinance. It will read as, pakitanggal ka itong number tabi, Tim. That should be 2022.
54.
Yeah.
2022. Ano?
2020.
Kaya rin eh.
The title of the ordinance, Madam Chair, will read as follows. An ordinance exercising power of eminent domain over parcels of land. Measuring 130,453 square meters. In the name of Bienvenido Nobilo, Alfredo Baron, Rogelio Pedereco, heirs of Ibilio Sabater, and heirs of Livio Ulan, with transfer certificate of titles number 007, 08, 09, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Situated in Barangay Pakul, Naga City, for the purpose of the City Government of Naga's proposed housing program, appropriating the amount of 45,658,550 pesos, chargeable against the proceeds of the loan, of the city's loan with the Development Bank of the Philippines, subject to the final determination of the amount necessary as just compensation therefore, and authorizing the city mayor to file the necessary expropriation proceedings in court, and the city legal officer to appear in the pre-trial thereof, and to enter into compromise agreement therein with the concurrence of the Sangguniang Panlungsod. That will be the title of the proposed ordinance, Madam Chair, with regard to that request of the city mayor.
Any second to the motion? Okay, approve. Honorable Rosales, comment? None? Okay, next item. Honorable Rosales.
Madam Chair, relative to the our request to the Office of the President for the proclamation declaring Naga as a highly urbanized city. Can we show it again? Ang sabi po kaya, Madam Chair, we respectfully return the above-mentioned request. Binalik po sa tuya si request. I believe we should pass a new resolution.
New resolution.
Kasi we cannot resubmit the same resolution addressed to the former president. Can we show the resolution? So, binalik po yan sa tuya, enacted by the former administration. So, because it was returned to us, we were directed to resubmit again with the attached supporting documents from the new administration. So, may I therefore move on joint and collective motion to pass a resolution earnestly requesting President Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos, President of the President of the Republic of the Philippines, to declare the city of Naga in the province of Camarines Sur as a highly urbanized city. Joint and collective, Madam Chair.
On joint and collective, comments?
support the motion, Madam Chair, that some record should also be corrected, particularly the attachment, because I believe that the certification from the Office of the Treasurer should also be updated to the current figures, particularly ending calendar year 2021. Dahil sinaka-attach dyan, Madam Chair, si previous data pack ng City Government of Naga. And I agree with the Honorable Rosales that we really should pass a new resolution dahil it was enacted by the previous one.
So we do not refer this to the mayor na? Kaya na?
We meet all the requirements, Madam Chair, under the law. Dahil lang na-actuaran kan previous administration sa tuyang request. But I believe that all requirements to be declared as highly urbanized city was already met by the City Government of Naga. However, sad to say na daipig-actuaran kan previous administration.
So we are passing a new
Yes,
resolution?
we are passing a new one,
Okay.
addressed to the new administration.
Okay. Honorable Del Rosario?
Yes, Madam Chair. I fully understand. Ang punto lang, Madam Chair, nasa same level kita ng understanding. Do we really meet the requirements set forth in the existing laws? Number two, Madam Chair, we have new members of the Sangguniang here na gusto man nilang maaraman ano si mga guidelines pertaining to reclassification. Kaya nga binabalik na, Madam Chair, sa Office of the Mayor, tangharing pagbalik sa tuya, ma-justify na maray na tultul na talagang nag-qualify kita. It's not only a matter of transmitting it. Kaya nga na-mention complete staff work. Kadakol kita, Madam Chair, mga awards na minsan na natitisod kita because of the incomplete staff work. Yung ko dyan, Madam Chair, pero based on our existing setup today, we have new city councilors, our esteemed councilors, Omar Buenape, Gail Abunal, Corazon Peñaplor, Audit Eltan. They deserve to know also ano yung isinasubmit ta sa Manila. Tangari pag hinapot man sinda, oy, nag-apply pa lang kamo for reclassification. Ano, nag-qualify kamo? Number two, ano ang basis nindo na mapa-upgrade kamo kansi ko yan? I think they deserve to be informed, Madam Chair. Kaya yun actually, dahil man kita nagmamadali, igdiyo. Siguro next week, pwede na yan, ika-provide sa ito kang Office of the Mayor or City Planning and Development Office. Then we pass that necessary resolution. Kung Councilor will agree with me. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Honorable Rosales?
I have no problem, Madam Chair, if we can defer the passage of the said resolution. But still, we need to pass the resolution.
Yes. So we pass the said resolution in the next session. And also to look into the matters raised by the Honorable De Rosario kung talagang si staff nagibugabos ang mga requirements na baka baga may hagado na bago. Dapat nadalan tamo na para pagpadara duman, kumpleto ang pinadaratang mga papers. Right, Honorable De Rosario? Thank you. Honorable Perez?
I am about to agree with the intention of Councilor Lito dahil eventually nagigibon na i-repass na resolution would be a joint and collective measure, in which case dapat aram na maray man kang mga bagong miyembros kang sanggunian, because yun na nga niyan kabali sinda sa paghaman kay nihong resubmitted request for proclamation converting the city of Naga into a highly urbanized city with the updated information. Pakarayon tang maray, lalo na ta bago ang administrasyon, and we cannot discount the fact na masihiling tatawan nindang focus kung mahiling ninda tulos na this is about Naga City, from where the former Vice President come from. Kaya pakaroon ta pong maraini with due diligence and complete staff work, as they said, and with the full shared information by the new members of this body. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Jose Perez. Honorable Del Castillo.
Pero sa mga pag-iriba, the basis for classifying a city as highly urbanized city, based on section 452 of the local government code. And I quote, highly urbanized cities. Cities with a minimum population of 200,000 inhabitants as certified by the National Statistics Office. Now it is already the Philippine Statistics Authority. And with the latest annual income of at least 50 million pesos based on 1991 constant prices as certified by the city treasurer shall be classified as highly urbanized city. So iyan lang dalawang iyan na requirement, Madam Chair, and kaipuhan to be declared as highly urbanized city. That's why this representation is requesting that the data on the income of Naga be adjusted to the current. And based on the previous, nagluluwas naman, Madam Chair, na based on 1991 constant prices, more than 200 million an income Kanaga based on this provision of the local government code. So as far as the requirement, it is clear in the law na duwa lang ang requirement.
Honorable Rosales.
Para siguro, Madam Chair, ma-settle in next week, we invite the City Budget Officer and the City Planning and Development Officer to inform the Sangguniang as to the requirements that we have already met for the basis of the passage of the resolution being proposed in this August chamber.
Thank you, Honorable Rosales. And as stated in the kasi may bagong other requirements under Memorandum Circular na baka daita na isubmit kang inot. So kay po hilingon talaga si mga papers as stated. Honorable Perez first. Nahihiling ko na siya digdi kaya Honorable Perez.
Magayon man agad, Madam Chair, ang biuigdi.
Iyo naman kaya madiklom.
Madiklom naman sa natutukawan ni Councilor Buddy Del Castillo. Iyo, day kaya ako dyan talaga nahihiling. Pero, kang ako nakatukaw dyan, marita ngunya nahihiling ka. Kang ika na nakatukaw. Anyway, given the specific requirements po duman sa highly urbanized, siguro kay po man urulayan ta ang advantages sa disadvantages kang pagiging highly urbanized city. Siyempre may mga implications yan, may pros and cons yan. Na dahi ta pa pig-urulayan. Ang pig-ulayan ta lang si completion or si compliance kang requirements. Pero that is very superficial. Mas importante, itong pros and cons kang pagiging highly urbanized. Malay ta, baka kadako ng disadvantages. Miski na nga ni compliant kita. Malay ta, baka minimum lang si compliance ta. Pero si mas hararum na pangangaipo kang highly urbanized city, mas problematic palan. Those are questions because data pa pig-urulayan yan puntong yan. Can we put in some time to discuss the advantages and disadvantages of having that measure to convert our city into highly urbanized? After all, kita ang Sangguniang Panlungsod. Dapat pag-ulayan ta. na maray ang anuman na measure that in which case dapat mamayor ang advantages more than the disadvantages, which we can only get from discussing fully the matter. Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Madam Chair.
Honorable Perez. Honorable Del Castillo.
Additional information, Madam Chair, for the body. Under Section 453 rather, it states, duty to declare highly urbanized status. It shall be the duty of the President to declare a city as highly urbanized within 30 days after it shall have met the minimum requirement prescribed in the immediately preceding section. Upon application, therefore, and ratification and a plebiscite by the qualified voters. With regard to the last item, Madam Chair, Naga City is an independent component city.
Independent.
So we do not need this plebiscite because we are not voting for provincial official.
Yes.
The declaration as highly urbanized city has something to do with the voters of a city voting for provincial official. That is contained under paragraph B of Section 452. Na kung component city, kaya po napig-declare kang highly urbanized city, dahil ka na mabuto sa provincial official. And in our case, we are governed by the proviso na sabi, unless otherwise provided in the Constitution or this code, qualified voters of independent component cities shall be governed by the respective charter as amended on the participation of voters in provincial election. Nakatakita dahil naman na nagbubuto dati, so we belong to that particular group. Just for the information of the body, Madam.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Del Castillo. Honorable Benafe.
Fellow members of the Sangguniang Panlungsod, I would not allow this item, I would not allow that we move on to the next item without acknowledging the comments of our co-members here, Honorable Del Rosario and Honorable Joe Perez, for accommodating us, the newcomer councilors. So, in behalf of the other newcomers, I would like to thank the members of the Sangguniang Panlungsod and the chairman for allowing us to be well briefed on this item and for accommodating us and extending the time for this deliberation. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Benafe. So we deferred this first, next session, and also invite the city legal? Budget officer. And CPDO. Next item.
Nominal voting.
Honorable Del Castillo.
Transfer all resolutions and ordinances to nominal voting.
Any
And
second?
approve the same.
Any second? Next item.
Move to adjourn, Madam Chair.
Any second? Session is adjourned. 11:45. Yay!
Quarter to 12.
11:45.
Consider that.